Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Back for another happy Monday. And we're going to do it just like this. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared in the Flow Show, no filter, are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Happy Monday. This ain't just no regular Monday. This is Victory Monday, y'all. We just eclipsed 100,000 downloads, which places our podcast in the top 5% of podcasts of all time. And we did it in just 4 months. We not playing with them. I'm not playing with them. It was a good celebration over the weekend. You know, we got Diddy and Tony Busby and all type of news coming up. But first, we got to celebrate really quick. Y'all, it's surreal. I'm one of those people, I just work. And sometimes my head be so down and working, I don't even realize I done actually hit my goal. Maybe months ago, I hit my goal, but I get so locked in on working and just putting in the work and letting everything else shake out. Next thing I know, here we are, 100K. How does it feel, y'all? How does it feel to be in the top 5% of all podcasts? And we over here just talking our shit. We over here, we actually helping the community. We actually helping people. We actually bringing awareness. So to have success while you're doing good things and helping people and bringing people, giving people a platform where everybody can feel safe and feel like you can say whatever, you're not going to get judged. You might get cussed out, but we all get cussed out. Sometimes my listeners cuss me out. But see, when it's all family and it's all love, ain't nobody getting offended over here. This is no filter. This is for the grown people who want to come somewhere and be able to have a different a political opinion or different societal opinions or just different walks of life. Wherever you come from, you welcome here on the Flow Show, no filter. And I didn't think that would be a recipe to be one of the hottest podcasts and hottest communities online. I didn't even know it. I just knew that's what I wanted to do. So today we're gonna get into Diddy. I'm gonna recap some of the Diddy stuff that we need to know going forward, because now we get closing in on trial time coming up. It's getting wild as hell for Tony Busby. It's just crazy, and we covering it all. So just thank you to everybody out there. I never envisioned a podcast. I had all type of other things I was thinking I might take my platform and do. And just so many of y'all was like, podcast. I finally was like, you know what? I think my calling is bigger than social media, bigger than TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all of that. And I said, you know what? They keep saying it, I might as well try it. And once I first spoke my first words on this podcast, Mike, I knew it was what I needed to be doing. So shout out to y'all. Clap it up. 100K celebrations, headbands. I'm dropping the official headband. If you want a headbandana, just like Flo's. They dropping on Friday. I'm gonna try to have them dropped a little earlier for subscribers. So y'all be tuned in every day. So I'll let y'all know. But Friday for everybody, and I'm trying to get the headbands out a little sooner for my subscribers. So thanks to everybody. I don't know what the hell to say. We had a great celebration over the weekend. I played and did some of my songs, and Luther Vandross. I brought out Prince. I did. Those are my commercials for y'all know. And a lot of people in my podcasting community was asking, like, do I have any advice for people? A lot of people trying to do podcasts. I dropped my 100K celebration, and my podcast community went crazy. And like I told y'all, as an independent podcast, or just not even independent, any podcast, to get 100,000 downloads in any time frame is amazing. So if you out there and you got a podcast, do not get discouraged. I actually looked up the numbers before I even started, so I wouldn't be discouraged. And most podcast episodes, you're doing good if you get 200 downloads in your first week on an episode. So do not get discouraged out there. Just keep working. But everybody was asking me about advice. And the number one advice I would give, because there's so many things I could tell y'all, so I can't go into it, be a whole episode. But one thing I would tell you that a lot of people make a mistake on, when you're telling somebody about your podcast or something you're trying to promote, don't just be informative. Don't just give information. Don't just say, hey, this is my podcast and we're talking about how you start a business or whatever your podcast is about, and just say, hey, check it out. Don't do that. Do that every now and then. But what you want to do is you want to make real commercials. You want to do like the businesses and companies that successful do. And so that's what I do different. If you notice me, I have clips, of course. You got to have some of those of just your podcast and whatever. But a lot of my promotion is stuff that has nothing to do with my podcast. Like it's songs, it's old school. I'm lip singing to Luther Vandross, all songs that I like. I love music. And so what I do is I use music as a tool to do commercials and stuff for my podcast. And what that does is it brings people to me who might not necessarily even know what my podcast is about or even know what I do. But when they see a song that they like, they see I like the song, and next thing you know, you got a connection. And one thing about podcasts is people want to connect with you. Your information is really secondary. So my biggest advice that I want to give people out there that's trying to do podcasts or thinking about anything like this, don't get caught up in the posting on your social media and saying, hey, this is my podcast, go check it out. We just dropped the episode. That's boring. That's boring. That people gonna scroll past that. But if you say you're into cooking, do a little video cooking something or talk about a recipe, then tell them about your podcast. Because everybody like food. Everybody like to eat. So real quick, I just wanted to give that because so many people ask me, and it's like I can't answer all of these questions, but that's the main thing. Be creative and think outside the box when you promote your podcast or whatever you do. If it's not a podcast, don't do what everybody does and just say, hey, this is my podcast, check me out. It's so many people who came to my podcast from seeing my music videos, they didn't even know what the hell I talked about. I just had the Flow Show No Filter up there and I'm singing Prince, Kiss. That has nothing to do with Diddy, nothing to do with nothing I do, but people enjoy it. And what do? Say, what this Flow Show No Filter about? Next thing you know, they come in here and then you got to follow them up with fire content. Boom, there you go. So I just wanted to take a moment to give that little advice because so many people asked me when I made the announcement. I got 1,000 messages. And a lot of them was like advice for people because they're not getting a lot of downloads or whatever. So there it is. That's some of my secret sauce. I can't give you all the Flow No Show No Filter sauce, but I can give you a little bit of it. And one more thing before we go on to this Diddy recap, Diddy and Tony Busby. Oh my God, Tony Busby. Somebody trying to kill Tony Busby. I'm gonna get into that too. But check this out. I just wanted to read one. I had so many messages congratulating me, and it was so beautiful to hear. But I'm not even gonna read them. I'm only gonna read you a couple. One of them is real short. This one's kind of long, but this young lady right here, Mermaid, she really put everything in perspective, everything that I'm trying to do here. And like I said, it's not just about the movement, it's about who the movement's for, and I'm reaching my target audience, which is beautiful. So check out this message, congratulations message, and it tells you a lot about the community that we've built here. And it's been a community that I've been striving to build since I first started. And when you're trying to make something for everybody, a lot of times people who feel like you should be for them get upset, but they don't understand your true vision. And so a lot of we talk frank up here. So I just keep it real. When I first started, I was representing and doing so much for my community. When I started doing stuff for everybody, there were a small pocket of people in my own community, Black community, that were like, Flo, we need you to represent for us. And, you know, you shouldn't be, you know, the Latinos don't like Blacks and the white people ain't for Blacks. And we need you to represent for us. And they didn't understand. I'm gonna represent for y'all, for my people, but I'm gonna represent, and I want everybody to feel feel comfortable to be a part of my movement, because we are so much stronger together. And the whole thing that they try to do is divide us, and that's not fucking happening on the Flow Show No Filter. Ain't no division here. Yeah, we gonna keep it real. Yeah, we gonna cuss each other out. Yeah, we gonna say some stuff that each other don't like. But guess what? We not gonna divide here. That divide and conquer shit is dead on the Flow Show No Filter. I don't give a shit if you Black, white, Puerto Rican, Latino, poor, rich, business owner, worker, kid, grandma, whatever. You welcome here. And why are you welcome here? Because I said so, and I've been saying that from the beginning, no matter who got mad about it. And I didn't even get mad at them being mad, because a lot of times people be mad, but they don't understand your vision. They didn't understand my overall purpose, but now they do. And that's what feels good, because y'all don't know. I went through a lot to make a platform for everybody. There were some people that didn't understand, and they didn't know what I was doing. But let me read this. This from Mermaid. She said, you are creating more than content and programming across 5 major platforms. You and your podcast is attracting the best and good-hearted people across all walks of life across America, and bringing us to come together as a community at a time when there is so much going on that makes it hard to find and or want to be a part of a community. And you don't stop there, not even close. This community is growing into something bigger, something meaningful, and has purpose. Flow. We are growing into a movement who want to be better for ourselves and better for each other. A movement prepared to kick out the status quo, and by holding accountable those who lead and influence our lives in so many ways, and it is hurting our culture, our communities, and our country. Change is a challenge that requires each of us to be united to face the ugliness and darkness that is much easier to ignore. We are a community and a movement based on looking past the facades of the rich and famous, people we have put on pedestals for no other reason than fame. Unchecked wealth, unchecked fame, and power breeds monsters in every color and size. This movement is ready to stand 10 toes near and dear down in the dark, the dangerous and the undeniable lies, and drag their asses into the truth of the light. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? I am proud to be a part of this community and the movement that is coming together because of your unflinching commitment to the truth. And I don't like it. Member since pre-podcast era, and proud of it. I had to give her some theme music on that one, y'all. But clap it up, because that's what the Flow Show No Filter is all about. Good people coming together. We didn't have a place to hang before. It was all about arguing and bitching and moaning, and everybody divisive and everybody cussing each other out. Nobody caring. That was pre Flow Show No Filter. But now we got a place where we can hang out. We got a place we can talk shit. We got a place that we can come and still be good people and still stand 10 toes. So thank you, Mermaid, for that message. That is exactly what the Flow Show No Filter is all about. And another quick message. Congrats. This is from Evans. Congrats. You have created great content in a space where people from all walks of life feel comfortable. That is not a small feat. Congratulations. So thank you. We about to get into the news. Had to celebrate a little bit, y'all, and let y'all know what we building over here. And it ain't just coming from my mouth. I've been telling y'all this for months. But now it's good to hear listeners and other people say, what we doing here is different. It's a reason why we got 100,000 downloads in 4 months. And we on our way to 1 million. Because we doing it different here. Right now, our country is more divided than it's ever been. But this movement right here is more united than it's ever been. And so that's why everybody flocking here. So I appreciate everybody. We're going to get into this news. I appreciate y'all listening to what I had to say this morning. 100K. Clap it up one more time. And we're going to get into this. Y'all, Tony Busby is in big trouble. Both ways. And we're going to talk about it. So the Tony Busby situation is getting out of hand. And when I say out of hand, I mean out of fucking hand. Like, there's someone who was just arrested for stalking or harassing Tony Busby. But while Tony Busby has this going on, his name is fucking mud in New York right now. Y'all know one thing about the Flow Show, No Filter. Hey, some days it's looking good for Busby. Other days it ain't. Today, and it's been the last probably couple of weeks, the New York judges and they are not feeling Tony Busby. And meanwhile, he's got drama going on with a guy harassing him, trying to take his life or whatever. And we gotta talk about that. But this is a classic case of overplaying your hand. And that's what Tony Busby has done, because he was in the driver's seat when he was just focusing on Diddy. He was in the driver's seat. Tony Busby couldn't do no wrong. And he was impressing me. Like I said, Tony Busby had just cooked my quarterback, Deshaun Watson. And I underestimated Tony Busby at that time. So this time around, I was like, yeah, Tony Busby got, I ain't gonna underestimate him this time. And Tony Busby was kicking Diddy's ass. Lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. We started calling him Tony Lawsuit. He was putting them on Diddy left and right. And then he overplayed his hand. He went after Jay-Z. Now, ain't nothing wrong with going after Jay-Z or doing what you did, but you got to be tight. And what happened was, it always reminded me, my first love was basketball, by the way. I was a basketball star. I practiced basketball like I practice podcasting. Like anything I've ever done, I practiced so much, I couldn't help but to be good at it, because I will practice hours and hours. And well, my uncles taught me, sometimes I would play, when I was young, I would play with guys that were nowhere near as good as me. And I just like whooping their ass. You know what I'm saying? I was, 10, 11 years old. I was way more advanced than most 10, 11, 12-year-olds. So I would play them and just whoop their ass. And I thought I was getting good practice from that. My uncle told me, nah, if you want to be good, you got to play against people better than you. You got to play against competition, because when you play against weak competition, they let you get away with shit that you can't get away with when you play the real big dogs. And I was like, yeah, whatever, uncle. And then when I went to go play with the big dogs, I got my ass handed to me, because I've been playing with all these sorry motherfuckers all this time. And I understand what my uncle told me, and I started playing with people who were older than me, bigger than me, and stronger than me ever since. Why the fuck am I telling y'all these stories? Flo got a story for everything, but it makes sense. Check this out. Tony Busby was playing with the ragtag shoe sales, used car salesman squad lawyers, and he was getting anything off. He was just filing lawsuits left and right, sending in, going up under other lawyers, working through their license in New York. Even though he in Houston, he wasn't officially licensed to practice in New York. And he could do anything. Diddy's lawyers and his team so ragtag, anything was flying. So Tony Busby took that willy-nilly style that was working so much against Diddy, and he took that willy-nilly style and went over to Jay-Z with it. He went over to Jay-Z. He wasn't all the way. He didn't he didn't make sure all his T's were crossed. He didn't make sure all his I's was dotted. Like I tell you, my best friend Darnell if it ain't a T or an I that need to be dotted, he'll make one. You got to be thorough. And so he took that raggedy mess over to Jay-Z. and it didn't fly. Jay-Z's attorneys looked in and said, hold up, Busby, you ain't even licensed to be practicing in New York. Whoa. But why didn't Diddy's attorneys pick that up? Because it was 15 or more lawsuits, and Diddy's attorney never once picked that up. Well, we know why they didn't pick it up, because them motherfuckers is horrible. I told y'all. I've been saying how horrible Diddy's legal team is from the start, September, when he got arrested. And that crucial mistake led to what we talking about now. It's been, what, 15? Tony Busby has withdrawn from 15 Diddy lawsuits at this point and counting. And not only that, not only has he withdrawn from 15 lawsuits now, but now, remember I told you he's working through other attorneys in New York. And I told you that's normal. Like if it's an out-of-town attorney like Tony Busby, they say he has a big name and he gets a case, but the case needs to be ran out of New York. He'll find someone in New York who's licensed and work with them. Normally, it's not an issue. But the judges in New York are so pissed about the way Tony Busby moved. And I'm also going to add in there, I'm sure Jay-Z and his attorneys have a lot of pull in New York. So all of this is at play. Jay-Z's pull in New York plus Tony Busby's slip-ups or mistakes that he made. That deadly combination has led us right here. But now the attorney that Tony Busby was working through from New York, not his ass in hot water. That's how crazy it's getting. Now the attorney that is licensed in New York, now the judge ain't feeling him. They saying Tony Busby used the other lawyers, went in online, and Tony Busby basically admitted himself into the case as if he was the other attorney. And if it's kind of confusing, bottom line is whatever they put in information online, it's supposed to come through the lawyer's account. And instead of coming from the lawyer, it came from the New York lawyer's account. But Tony Busby is the one who checked off everything and admitted it. So basically, it's almost like if I'm using your account and I approve me, I go into your account and approve me to do something on your account. So it's just all messy. And so now that lawyer is in hot water. So let's read this this new motion as far as what the judge said. It's going to be a little confusing, but I'll break it down afterwards. This is the motion about the Tony Busby situation. Plaintiff's counsel Anthony G. Busby has filed a motion to appear in this action pro hoc vice. You know, that's for him to be able to practice law in New York without being in New York because he's working through co-counsel. Mr. Busby had previously improperly filed numerous actions in this court and scores of submissions in the case and other cases. Using the ECF credentials of another attorney without having even applied for regular or pro hoc vice admission to the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York. In the interim, Mr. Busby applied for admission to the Southern District. However, as he now acknowledges, this will be on February 13th, the Committee of Grievances Court denied his belated application for regular admission on the basis that he had appeared in the cases without seeking admission. Mr. Busby attached the order of the Grievances Committee to his pro hoc application in this case, as the Grievance Committee order directed him to do so. Also, accompanying the pro hoc motion was an affidavit of an attorney Mr. Busby calls local counsel Antigo Curtis, attesting that I am advised by Mr. Busby that he has never been censured, suspended, disbarred, or readmitted. Therefore, defendants filed an opposition to Mr. Busby's application for pro hoc admission in connection with this case, relying in part of the order of grievance committee denying him admission to practice in the Southern District of New York, and Mr. Busby's practice of filing cases and making submissions in cases without being admitted and otherwise failing to abide by the local rules of this court and ethical guidelines. Listen to that, y'all, an ethical guideline. Local counsel has now advised the court that plaintiff motion for Anthony G. Busby to appear to this action pro hoc vice is formally being withdrawn. As such, the motion for admission has been denied and is moot. Mr. Busby also submitted through local counsel a motion to withdraw his appearance as an attorney of record until such time is admitted. However, Mr. Busby never filed an appearance in this action. Rather, as stated above, Mr. Busby improperly filed and litigated this case using the ECF credentials of local counsel, whose apparent complicity in his improper conduct may be grounds for sanctions. All hell is breaking loose. As such, the motion to withdraw is denied. Plaintiff's counsel is noticed that further failure to comply with procedural rules that govern this court and her ethical responsibilities will have grave consequences. The clerk of court respectfully is requested to terminate the motion today. And this is dated March 21st. So this literally happened over the weekend. A lot was said there. But you don't have to be no legal beagle and know all the jargon to understand that when ass is grass, you know ass is grass. You ain't got to be no damn professional. That's why when I start, I will let you know I ain't no professional. But you ain't got to be a professional to be great. And they talking about sanctions. He talking about getting an attorney in trouble. Who even let Tony Busby use his credentials. See, it's all good until it ain't. Like I told you, normally it's no issue. I see it all the time. You know how many impacted families I work with that were doing cases under attorney Crump? Y'all know Crump, who did a lot of the civil rights cases and stuff like that. But Crump wasn't licensed in every city, every state. And so he would hook up with an attorney in that state. And so I've seen it happen plenty of times, but it's just like anything else. It's no big deal until people start scraping and looking into what the hell you've been doing. And the judge obviously does not like the way Tony Busby kind of jumped the gun as far as putting these, not really, going through it with a fine-tooth comb and just putting information out there. And so things ain't looking good for Tony Busby right now at all. And so, like I said, we go to the point where it's 15 cases that he's had to withdraw from. Now, this is just not a good look. Now, instead of Tony Busby spending a lot of time fighting for justice for the victim, and the reason why I call Tony Busby out or anybody else if they slacking, the reason why I call them out is because at the end of the day, like I told y'all from the beginning, my loyalty is to the people and the victims, period. So I'm not rooting against or for none of these millionaires and billionaires. I'm just calling it like I see it. And right now, Tony Busby ain't looking good. So instead of fighting for these victims, now he has to push their stuff to the side and fight for his damn self. So what I'm wondering is, where do the victims in this situation, where do they go from here? Because their lead counsel is looking raggedy as fuck. I ain't hating Tony Busby. Like I said, Tony Busby served our quarterback, so I know what he's capable of. But on this situation, he getting his ass handed to him. So let's go into a little bit of these 15 lawsuits and what's gonna come of this. This is from Bar Alert. Tony Busby has now withdrawn from 15 Diddy lawsuits in New York. After an ongoing feud with Jay-Z, the controversial attorney's troubles deepened as he stepped back from the multiple sex abuse cases involving Diddy. Busby made the decision to withdraw from over a dozen federal lawsuits in New York, citing an error in his ability to practice law in the jurisdiction. In a statement to Judge Ronnie Abrams, Busby admitted he had failed to disclose his lack of admission to the Southern District of New York, but reassured the court that he was in good standing with New York State Bar. So you gotta move. You can't move raggedy. Busby should have made sure all his T's were crossed, all his I's were dotted, because now a can of worms have been opened. Busby explained that his withdrawal was intended to prevent any distractions that could hinder the pursuit of justice for the plaintiff. He emphasized his focus remained on representing clients in state courts and other jurisdictions where he was properly admitted. Despite this, Busby's exit does not mark the end of his involvement in the Combs litigation. I did tell y'all that. His colleagues who are properly admitted will continue handling the federal cases. Busby's legal representation of 120 alleged abuse victims by Combs has sparked controversy, especially after expanding a lawsuit to include Jay-Z as a defendant, accusing him of participating in a 2000 rape. The case was later dropped. So as you can see, like I told you, Busby is still able to somewhat quarterback it. But the problem now is the judges are so turned off on Tony Busby. Every motion, every lawsuit, everything he files, especially in New York, is going to be dug through with a fine-tooth comb. And so I hope Busby is prepared for that. Because it ain't looking good. And speaking of it ain't looking good, we can't even mention it ain't looking good without talking about our boy, Mr. Mohawk. And if you don't know who Mr. Mohawk is, then what are you doing listening? Because everybody know that Mohawk is Mohawk Diddy. Y'all remember when everybody was talking about how crazy it was that Puff Diddy was on the phone with Kanye and how crazy it was Kanye was riding with him and all of that. And do y'all remember that the minute that happened, I came right here on this podcast, the Flow Show No Filter, and said, well, everybody is so caught up in just the fact that Kanye is behind Diddy. I'm paying attention to the fact that Diddy said out his own mouth that no celebrities have reached out to him or his kids at all. I was the first one to really pick up on that and pick up on the importance of that. Nobody really talked about that. Everybody was so busy, just couldn't understand, couldn't believe that Kanye and Diddy even connected. But I clued in immediately on the first day. I said, did y'all notice that Diddy said that nobody helped him? I mean, and what stuck out to me about that is I know Diddy wouldn't want nobody to know that. Like, he wouldn't want to confirm that out of his own mouth because it makes him look bad. Like, we know celebrities ain't speaking, but we don't know how many celebrities reached out to him or his kids. We didn't know until we heard it out of Diddy's mouth. Nobody fucking with him at all. Not just in public. They not fucking with the Mohawk in private. So I'm like, now I'm seeing people say, they even have articles on it now, talking about one of the things that made Diddy upset, because Diddy's upset. And they say one of the things that made Diddy upset was that he didn't know it was being recorded. And so Diddy, they put him out. I mean, Diddy put himself out there by making that statement. And so now people are starting to talk about how much that affects him. And I'll see an article. It's from In Stars. Check this out. Now, this is from March 24th. So this is brand new article. Leaked. Check this out. This is going to let you know why y'all are tuned in here and why y'all get the news. Y'all know stuff way before all y'all friends. And y'all can break down stuff much better than y'all friends who follow in these cases because y'all follow here. Now, this is March 24th. I said this a week ago. Now they making articles. Check this article out. Leaked. Diddy Kanye West jail could backfire. Expert says it reveals one humiliating truth ahead of the trial. Do y'all know what that one humiliating truth is? I'm going to do a spoiler alert. This article is talking about how pissed Diddy is and how much of how it's backfiring that he said, he admitted out loud that no celebrity, not one celebrity, reached out to him or his kids since this all went down. So check it out. Legal analyst Lou Shapiro noted during a recent episode of Daily Mail's podcast, The Trial of Diddy, the West involvement reveals his current standings in the entertainment. That West's involvement reveals his current standing in the entertainment industry. In a leaked conversation reportedly recorded without Diddy's knowledge, while he remains incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center, Combs is heard encouraging West to return and make music. We're going to have years and decades to fight these motherfuckers right now. So right now, enjoy life, Diddy said. Shapiro emphasized that while the call will likely not be used as evidence in Diddy's criminal trial, it highlights the rapper's precarious situation. It shows you how Hollywood is really not behind Diddy, because if Kanye is the one that he's resorting to speaking with, it shows you how much he's pretty much on his own at this point, Shapiro said. Diddy has faced growing criticism, and Diddy's close allies are distancing themselves against him. Now, I'm going to stop right there for a second. Go back to what Shapiro, now this is an expert, emphasized that the call will likely not be used as evidence in Diddy's criminal trial, but it highlights that nobody in the industry is fucking with him, and that's a problem. This is March 24th. What I told y'all that a week ago? Did y'all hear anybody else talking about that a week ago or bringing that point out? No, you didn't. I'm going to answer that for y'all. This is what I mean when I say I'm not a professional. I am just good. This is March 24th. I said this March 17th and 18th and 19th. Nobody was talking about the aspect of Diddy out loud saying nobody is fucking with him. That was the most damaging part of that whole audio. But I ain't no damn professional. I'm just good. So now that they done caught up with us a week later, they talking about what we was talking about last week. Let's go ahead and continue. Power players like Sean, Jay-Z, Carter are scrambling to distance themselves from him in the wake of allegations of serious misconduct, including rape allegations and involving young people. It's getting worse and worse. Christina Coram, one of Diddy's closest associates and his former chief of staff, also is distancing herself from him. In a statement to Rolling Stone, we talked about this. Quorum denied having any role in or knowledge of the allegations against Diddy and said that they were damaging to her career. Oh, it's getting ugly, but I've been called it out. And that's why you got to make sure you subscribe. Take 1 second. We got to shout out our subscribers. I'm going to get back into this. I got a little Tony Busby, something I forgot to tell you that I'm going to bring up after we give credit where credit is due. Like I always tell y'all, this show don't happen without the subscribers. This show don't happen without the listeners and y'all supporting my merch store, supporting the And I Don't Like It movement. So y'all know every episode I take the time to shout out anybody that subscribes and anybody that shops, because without them, we have no podcast. Because they're shopping and they're supporting allows me to come on, turn on this microphone and tell you what we need to hear, not what I want y'all to hear, not no narratives. So right now we're going to shout out our subscribers and our shoppers real quick and get back, because we still got some with the Tony and the Diddy. I still got some stuff that I got to talk to y'all about before we get the hell out of here on this Monday. But let's shout out our people that, you know, what we do every do around this time. What they say on that, what was that one song? What we always do about this time. We about to shout out, first of all, let's shout out our shoppers. We got 2 shoppers today. Shoppers of the day. Let's give a clap it up for Monique Ziegler. Monique Ziegler. She copped the hottest item on the site, and it is the And I Don't Like It black hoodie with the white trimming. Y'all buying those like hotcakes. I ain't even got one because y'all done bought them all. So I got to wait for the next shipment to come in, but continue placing your orders. Y'all know the headband dropping this Friday. But we got another shopper who also copped the hottest item on the And I Don't Like It website. The And I Don't Like It hoodie, black, all black with the white trim. Y'all know black and white is our official colors here, because we just black and white. We keep everything black and white. Adriana Head. Adriana Head, thank you for shopping. Thank you for shopping. Thank you for keeping truth alive. And then also, before we move on and get back to the news and back to the Diddy, the diddler, Diddy monster. We got a subscriber of the day with a $3 donation. Joel Z. Joel Z. Come on down. If this was the Price is Right, you could come right down here and I had a prize for you. But since this ain't the Price is Right, this all I got for you, baby. Good claps. I appreciate you, Joel. And everybody who shopped, everybody in the chat say, clap it up for Joel, clap it up for Monique and Adriana. All of y'all deserve all y'all flowers. If it wasn't for y'all and people like y'all, it wouldn't be no flow show, no filter. It would be the flow show with a hell of a filter. And I'll be talking about bullshit that don't mean nothing just so I could get a check. If it wasn't for the subscribers. So let's clap it up one more time before we get back to this news. Now, real quick, I got to get back to Tony Busby. I'm feeling so good. I skipped the whole fucking Tony Busby segment that I was supposed to talk about. That's how it is when you're feeling good. You know, you just get to. I thought Tony Busby was gone. I done moved on. I forgot a whole fucking thing to talk about. So we got to go back to the dude who pulled up on Tony Busby and had to get arrested from stalking Tony Busby. It's a guy named Douglas something. He was arrested for stalking Tony Busby. And let me tell you, it got so out of hand. I forgot to tell y'all about this. Tony Busby, now this guy is supposed to have been stalking and doing all that. And so last night, Tony Busby posted on his page. I don't know if he's at his house or at his ranch, but basically he was threatening to unalive folks or anybody that come to his place, check this out. I mean, you're gonna hear the audio. I explain to you what you ain't seeing, but it's right on Tony Busby's Instagram. Check this out. So I'm gonna explain this wild shit in a minute. Just listen. That's Tony Busby shooting, y'all. Now, this is at the Antioch Busby Ranch. I don't know if this is supposed to be a joke. I don't know if he's just trying to let people know to leave him alone, don't harm him. But what you just heard was that he has this video that he put on there. And he put this on purpose because this is right the next day or so after the guy was arrested from stalking him and threatening him or whatever. So an old white Benz, I'm talking about an old white Benz, like them Benzes that was like, you know how the cars looked back in the day on that movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean National Lampoon's Family Vacation or whatever that is, that back in the day Chevy Chase movie. Remember how old those cars was back in that era? That's how this Benz look. So a white Benz pulls up to Busby's ranch and says, "Is this the Busby Ranch?" And then Busby says, "Are you shitting me? I know you didn't pull up here or something." And then they pull out guns and start shooting at the car. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be, but all I know is the caption is Tony Busby says, "After this, we had to put rules in place at the Antioch Ranch. No excessive drinking, no shooting from the front porch, and no shooting at random visitors." So I don't know what and then on top of that, his comments are limited. So I don't know what the hell Tony Busby is doing right now. I don't know what that post. In my mind, I'm thinking that post is supposed to scare people who are bothering them or harassing them or whatever, but it just don't come off right to me. I'm like, I don't know if y'all serious. If y'all serious, I don't like it. And if y'all playing, I don't like it. So I don't know. Check it out on Instagram, y'all. Go to Tony Busby page and tell me what the hell that is all about. But that is where we at right now. Like, somebody just been arrested for harassing them. They trying to get Tony Busby. He posting stuff about shooting people in cars. How the hell did we get here? I never thought I would see no footage of Busby and his guys shooting at no car. And I don't care if that's real or fake. I don't know what it is. I just want y'all to check it out. But all I know is the whole Tony Busby, Diddy, Jay-Z situation is crazy as hell. And I don't understand it. But before we get out of here, y'all, we got a little time left. We ain't rushing. We ain't rushing today. This is a Monday. We celebrating 100K. It happened after Friday, after y'all left. So I couldn't, we couldn't celebrate it on Friday. But I told y'all we would come back Monday. I knew we would hit our number. And so we are hitting like we hitting the downhill part of the Diddy trial. Meaning, it's been draining covering it, because it gets to the point where like we all just ready for the trial at this point. But I have to keep y'all in tune and what's going on and keep y'all informed and keep myself informed. So we've been continuing to cover it, but now we are finally hitting like the downhill as we get to this trial. And so I figured it was no real new Diddy news to cover today. So I figured today would be a good time to kind of recap and update where we are in this case and where we're going forward. So let's look at the allegations. over this that brought us here to this moment. When did these lawsuits occur? The first lawsuit began in November 2023. That was the Cassie one. Now, it's funny because in September 2023 is when I started covering Diddy heavy. Even before then, probably more like August, July 2023 is when I started covering Diddy. I knew stuff was about to hit the fan. I told a lot of my TikTokers, a lot of my fellow content creators who at this time, you got to remember at this moment, September 2023, Diddy is untouchable. So when I started covering that Cassie is suing Diddy and that I thought Diddy was about to go down, the whole world was like, Flo don't know what he talking about. Ain't nothing gonna happen to Diddy. He got too much money. And my true TikTokers, they'll tell you this is all facts. But I tell them, see, I know, first of all, I knew a lot of what was going on with Diddy anyway. And secondly, I had covered so much, got so much justice for small people because of the new algorithm. And what happened was TikTok set the tone for an algorithm that gave everybody a voice if whatever you saying was something that everybody wanted to hear. So the average person who don't have any followers could post something valuable or post something that everybody want to know, and it'll go viral. See, previous to TikTok, you only could go viral for the most part if you had a lot of followers already. And so when I was getting justice for people that was getting played in Walmart and all these different restaurants, and I saw how quick the algorithm was getting justice for the common folk, in my mind, I said, you know what? Diddy about to go down because he ain't gonna be able to keep all of this bullshit that he been doing. He's not gonna be able to keep it under wraps no more because the algorithm, everything that's done in the dark is coming out. And so when Cassie was starting to sue him, I was the first person with a large platform that was like, this is about to go down. Everybody told me I didn't know what I was talking about. And in November 2023, that's when Cassie claimed that during the time that they were together, Combs had extreme anger issues and she suffered horrific episodes of abuse that left her bruised and bloody. She also even claimed, a lot of people forget this, she also even claimed that when they separated in 2018, listen to this, because a lot of people forgot about this. When they separated in 2018, Combs, she says Combs literally raped her in her house. See, a lot of people so much focus went on that video that's all everybody started talking about was the video and like, wow, I can't believe Diddy put his hands on her and this and that. But a lot of people forgot before that video, she let people know that after Diddy and her separated, he came to her house and raped her. This is her claims. Then on November 17th, 2023, Cassie and Combs settled the lawsuit. And then everybody had to say, Flo, you was right. But then guess what the next thing was? Flo, you was right about that, but Diddy got too much money to go to jail. So I had to hear for months and months and months that Diddy wasn't going to jail. I was telling people he was going to be arrested. And it took a long time. It was a while, but you know how many people I had in my inbox? I told you wasn't going to happen to Diddy and this and that and this and that. Next thing you know, Diddy was arrested. So it's a reason I'm one of the leaders in covering this Diddy shit, because I was covering it when nobody else was. I saw the writing on the wall when everybody thought Diddy was untouchable. And this is some inside information that nobody probably know. It came to me from a source that I can't tell who the source was. I kind of went into it a little bit last week. But see, what made Diddy allegedly, What made Diddy settle so fast, and it's something that nobody knows. See, if y'all remember when Cassie first announced that she was suing him, first made an announcement, not behind the scenes. Once she made an announcement, y'all remember Diddy and his attorney put out this thing, said it's nothing but a money grab. It ain't no truth to it, right? Well, what Diddy didn't know and what Diddy's attorneys didn't know, allegedly, is that Cassie had proof of that rape. Let me say it again. Cassie had some type of DNA proof that rape happened after they weren't together anymore. And when Cassie's attorney told Diddy's attorney that Cassie saved this DNA proof, this is something nobody know. I can't even tell you how I know. And the way I know, they might be mad at me, but I ain't telling no names. But this is information that my motherfucking subscribers need to know. And so she held on to some type of DNA evidence of that rape, allegedly, for years. I don't know if she had it in it, sealed up in a napkin. I don't know. And when they told Diddy's attorney that they had that, that's when Diddy immediately settled and paid. And that's why it happened so fast. A lot of people didn't understand why did Diddy go from this is a money grab, ain't nothing to this lawsuit, to basically damn near an hour later or less settling. Well, all my listeners at the Flow Show No Filter, y'all the only motherfuckers that know this besides probably the attorneys and a couple other people and me. And it'll probably come out during this trial. But that is the reason why it went from Diddy saying immediately this is bullshit to 5 minutes later him settling. Because they told the attorneys, oh, we got DNA evidence. And she been saving that shit for years. She got it. And then they said, oh, shit, we better settle. So that's how that happened, y'all. A lot of people don't know that. Most people don't know that. And the reason, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little bit of context of how I found out. Because people who were involved were trying to deal with me in the Floyd situation. And I told him it wasn't that type of thing. I just decided I didn't even want to even talk about nobody about that. My Floyd situation was stories for my fans who wanted to know where I came from. I'm not out here to get nobody or try to put stories out to make somebody, to fuck up somebody's life or any of that. So that's how I got the information. But yeah, so that is how that happened. So let's continue as we take this journey. I said, I know it's going to be some Diddy news coming out this week, but I've wanted to get us kind of caught up on what the hell been going on, because there's been so much information, and now we get into the trial, and a lot of information that came out was information that people have forgot about. Like, I'm sure a lot of y'all, maybe not, but I'm sure a lot of y'all forgot that Cassie said that Diddy raped her after they wasn't together no more. So that's why I'm telling y'all that when this case comes out, it's gonna be so much evidence that we hadn't heard, that has nothing to do with all this stuff we heard before. It's going to get messy. And then Combs was hit with a couple more essay sexual lawsuits. One of them was a woman who filed a lawsuit. Her name was Joy. She was a student. Then there was another lawsuit that involved Harvey Pierre. This is in December 6th. Harvey Pierre, one of the bad boy presidents, allegedly gang raped somebody with Diddy. Then we had the Little Rod lawsuit, which is, a lot of people are saying this is the blueprint for the Feds case. for the superseding indictment. And then we had countless and countless more lawsuits come back to back to back. 4 lawsuits, 5 lawsuits. Another lawsuit came in February 26th, saying that Combs groped and solicited sex workers and forced plaintiffs to take drugs. This is from the Little Rod lawsuit. And then in March, that's when the house was raided. That's when all those houses were raided, and we thought Diddy was on the run, and we thought his private plane was flying over there, thought he was about to go visit Russell Simmons. But then after the raid, it got kind of quiet again. And even after the raid, people were telling me Diddy ain't going to be arrested. And then we go up to May 17th. May 17th is what happened on May 17th. That's when the CNN released that infamous video that shows Diddy putting hands and feet and paws all over Cassie. This was on May 17th, 2024. Showed Combs hitting Cassie near the elevator. He hit her multiple times while she was laying on the floor. Some of the sickest shit I ever seen. What type of coward do you have to be beating the hell out of a woman who barely, a woman, first of all, but then also, on top of that, a woman who barely weighed 50, 60 pounds, and you beating her? That was the first time when the most sickest Diddy defenders had to finally shut the fuck up. That was the first time. Y'all gotta remember, I'm giving y'all this I'm giving y'all the story, including the shit I had to go through while all this going on. So when I first said it, probably 80% of the world was talking shit. Then when the lawsuit actually happened with Cassie, probably about 60% of the world was talking shit. Once the raid happened, I would say probably after the raid, probably 50 to 40% of the people was talking shit. But then after they released this video, it was like barely 1% of people left talking shit. Finally, more people had to say, damn, Flo, you was right. I said, I tried to tell you motherfuckers, I'm not out to get nobody. I'm not the one that you got to question what I'm saying as far as what's my agenda or if I'm just hating. I don't give a fuck. The truth is the truth. I will tell you in the same breath, I was a huge Diddy fan back in the day. Grew up to all this music, Biggie and all of that. You think I want to come to this motherfucker talking about Diddy did this and did that? No. But if that's what it is, then that's what the fuck it is. So when I was telling everybody all this shit, and then I had to hear all this, I don't know what I'm talking about. This ain't happening. This ain't happening. When that tape came out, I hate to say that I felt I was vindicated because that was a horrible thing to see. But at least it finally showed people like, okay, y'all can take these beer goggles off when it comes to this Diddy monster and just call it for what it is. And that tape came out, and I think that moment is when everything changed, because even the most loyal Diddy apologists had to shut the hell up. They had to shut the hell up. People start dropping all kind of comments. Men who hit women aren't men at all. Men who enable it and protect the people who are doing it aren't men at all. And then on May 19th, Mr. Combs posted that phony ass video when he placed himself in front of the camera and now had to apologize for some shit he claimed never happened. He's sitting up there. Y'all remember that sad puppy dog? My granny used to say, He looking like McGraw, whatever that old dog, Droopy McGraw, whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but he was looking like that dog, and looking like a sad puppy. Talking about, those were dark times, and there were this and there were that, and people were saying, "Hold on, what the fuck? You talking about these dark times that you said never happened?" And so, whatever 10% or whatever people still had left for Diddy after seeing that video, maybe it was 1% people still holding him down after that video, but he even lost more people with that raggedy ass, phony ass apology. Because first of all, nigga, you apologizing for some shit you said didn't happen. Now, because it's on tape, now you want to come with this old sad dog. You needed somebody behind you playing the fucking violin while you trying to make us feel sorry for your ass. Sorry, y'all. This is just how my feelings was while I was watching that. I said, this man is trying to get us to feel sorry for him after we seen him whooping ass of a person he said was completely lying about everything. And I think from that day on is when Diddy was pretty much labeled a piece of shit. He was a piece of shit when that video came out, but that piece of shit was solidified when he came with that empty ass apologize with them crocodile tears. And so after that, we had more lawsuits come. Some fake, like this. A lot of ones got exposed. Adria English, she got exposed. And more came to follow. Then the Tony Busby situation came. Then the guy who they Derek Lee Cardello, the guy who is suing Diddy for $100 million, but he's locked up. He's locked up, and they say they are actually proving right now that Diddy possibly paid people to lie on this man to lock him up because he is the key to bringing down Diddy. Derek Lee Cardello, if y'all don't know his story, but he is saying that he's spilling the beans on how all these cops have been helping Diddy. All these cops, all these people, even the people who, okay, let me break it down to you. Derek Lee Cardello is a Michigan inmate. Now he's filed a drug and sexually assault against Diddy for $100 million. But he's currently in prison. Why is he in prison? Well, according to him, and people are starting to investigate, even the people who said, one of the women who's made an affidavit saying that Derek Lee Cardello raped her and whatever, or sexually abused her. Well, she has come back. His witnesses now have come back saying that Diddy paid them to say that, or that they were paid to put a case on this guy, Derek. And that's some shit that's going on like literally right now. And I'm waiting to see the outcome. Because Derek, no matter how many times they kill this $100 million lawsuit, bitch keep coming back like Michael Myers. Every time I look around, Derek back with this lawsuit. He ain't giving up. But every time he come back, he got more evidence. Diddy a monster. The real thing. Not the kind that go boo, not that monster. A sexual monster. And so things continue to come out. Then in September 26, 2024, another anonymous plaintiff claimed that in 2020, Diddy abused her in various ways. She also claimed that she got pregnant in 2020. However, Diddy forced her to have an abortion, and she later suffered a miscarriage. In October 2024, 100 new assault allegations came from none other than Tony Busby, aka Hot Water Busby right now. We're going to call him Hot Water Busby. He had 120 of them who suffered at the hands of Combs, allegedly. Out of those 120, 25 of those were said to be minors. Oh, this has been a journey. This has been a journey. September 26th, another anonymous plaintiff. She claimed in 2022, Diddy abused her in various ways, put her in so many uncomfortable situations. And more motions and more motions and more motions led us to where we are right now. Waiting for the trial date that was supposed to start at May 5th. Now it's been May 5th is when the jury pool will start to be, you'll start interviewing jurors, and then the actual opening statements, opening arguments will start May 12th, a week after May 5th, May 12th. And as y'all know, yours truly will have not only someone covering the case in the courtroom, out the courtroom, every piece of the case. We will have an official correspondent, but I also have access. So I will be in the courtroom. I will be able to let y'all know, hey, y'all, Diddy is really in there. I'll be looking at the back of his head. And so I encourage y'all to get y'all subscriptions now. Don't wait till trial time, because I don't want to hear nobody mad at me because the subscriptions are higher now. Because everybody who's already locked in, your subscription will stay whatever it is. Or either say if you got a $10 subscription and you end up having to make it a little lower, you can always do that. But whatever you locked in at, that's what you locked in at. It will be no more than that. But all the people who come, my mom used to call them Johnny come latelys. All the Johnny come latelys, they will be paying premium because, hey, going back and forth to New York and getting a hotel and being in there so we can have front row seats of what the hell going on with this trial. It ain't cheap. So we're going to have to pay for it. So, yeah, so I'm encouraging everybody to get your subscriptions now. Don't wait. I've been the leader in this Diddy story from the beginning. Like I said, I was covering it when nobody was covering it, when nobody believed anything could even happen to Diddy. I was covering it with the same passion and purpose that I'm covering it right today. So get your subscriptions now, because this shit about to go crazy. This trial is probably going to be the craziest trial we have ever witnessed in our entire lives. And on this 100K celebration, I just want to say thank you to everybody who've been rocking since, I think, what was it, October 30th or something, the first official podcast episode. And we got many, 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 many more to come. I'm coming for the top. I want this community to be the best and number one go-to podcast for this Diddy trial. We will be that, and I'm looking forward to that. Felt good giving a little recap of what the hell been going on, because I always try to keep y'all up to speed on what the newest, latest, and greatest is. But sometimes it doesn't allow me to backtrack, because I always want to make sure that I bring everybody up to speed, that we remember some of the shit that happened before, because we getting so much information, shit, you start forgetting stuff. So felt good to backtrack on y'all. Felt good to celebrate. Shout out everybody, man. I appreciate y'all so much on this Monday. But as always, tell your friends at the Flow Show No Filter, we don't fuck around. As always, I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Headband dropping Friday. And I'm out. Happy 100K. Boop. And just like that, wow, I done dropped my microphone. Can y'all hear me? Put 471 in the comment if you can hear me. Put 471 in the comment section if you can hear me. All right. We about to get Apple and Spotify loaded up. 100K celebration still continue. We the fucking best, y'all. How it feel? How it feel to be doing good and being the best? How it feel to be rocking with the best? I'm your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. I promise you. I promise you. They can't wait to wake up in the morning and watch what I said so they can flip it and put it on their show. And I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. I love it. I love spreading the word. I love spreading the word. 100K, 100K. Yes, yes, yes. We not playing. They thought when I did a podcast, I was just gonna bullshit around. You nigga, you want a podcast? I'm gonna give your ass a podcast. This is the podcast for your ass. They thought I was just gonna come up here and do some regular. This is the podcast for your ass. You asked for it, here it go. Let's get Apple and Spotify loaded up real quick. You know how we do. What we always do about this time. What's up? So what we got going on, y'all? What C-Tuck said, there they go thinking again. Tell them stick to their job, their day job. Thank you. Hey, look. Thank you, Shauna, for you could have slept in today, but you came and kicked it with us. I appreciate it. What's going on today? Why you had an off day? Yes, Michelle. Hit that 100,000 in 4 months. I'm telling y'all, I posted that in my podcast community. It's nothing but podcasts. Everybody couldn't believe it because I don't be posting that's the first time I've ever posted my numbers. I never post my numbers in none of my podcast communities. I just talk regular. And then I just felt like, because I don't like bragging because I don't say it to brag. I say it as a proud moment for me and my community and for motivation for us to keep going. But so I don't really, I don't put our numbers up there. It's the first time I ever put numbers on there. And they was like, they couldn't believe it. They was like, that's unbelievable, incredible. I told them I just got a good community. We do our thing. 100K. Hey, look, what Amy say, Flo, you came with me to do farm chores. That's what's up. Thank you, Sasha. Yeah, I'm gonna remind everybody, just so you know, out of every podcast ever made to this day, only 5% of every podcast that's ever been made, only 5% of them cross the 100,000 download. 5% out of the millions of podcasts, everybody a podcast. There's so many podcasts. I just want y'all to know how special what we're doing over here is. And it's nothing but a good group of a good community. We ain't on this motherfucker arguing with each other. We ain't in the chat arguing with each other. My listeners ain't arguing. We all are just a good group of people. And I was telling my best friend the other day, and he know me better than anybody know me, except my mama and my son. But I said, people won't even understand. I'm so funny about who I am and who I deal with that I wouldn't even enjoy this if I was this popular and it was a bunch of fans that I didn't like who I was representing, it wouldn't feel as good. But what makes it feel good is the popularity of this community, and it's just a bunch of good motherfuckers who don't take no shit. And I think that's always been my target audience. It's who I am, and it's who I like to be around. I like people who just are good people who want to see the best out and motivate each other, but at the same time, we don't take no shit. See, just because we all nice and smiling don't mean none of us is weak. And that's what I love about this movement, because it's a place for good people, no matter what walk of life you come from, no matter who you are. We not judging you unless you come over here talking about some nasty shit like Diddy. Then we gotta kick your ass out the group. But other than being nasty and trifling, we ain't judging you here. And that's the beauty about this. So I want to continue to grow. Can you imagine how popular, like how a bunch of group of good people together just making shit happen, how beautiful that is? My And I Don't Like It Army, the And I Don't Like It Army on Facebook, we got about damn near 1,000 people over the weekend. The And I Don't Like It movement is a whole nother movement in its own. You got the Flow Show No Filter movement, but you got the And I Don't Like It movement that's just as strong on its own. We have so much going in our favor. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. I got fans. This tour is about to be amazing. I didn't get to talk about that on the show. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. But if you in my And I Don't Like It Army on Facebook, you get a small taste of we got fans everywhere. We're going, and I told people, if you in Las Vegas, I'm coming. If you in Chicago, I'm coming. Detroit, I'm coming. Charlotte, I'm coming. Those are the cities I've been hearing from people the most. And I told you, whatever city I hear from the most, those will be the cities I'm gonna add. And right now, Detroit, Las Vegas, Chicago, Charlotte, and even South Carolina. Now, what I'm thinking about doing in South Carolina is doing something in Columbia, because I have so many people in South Carolina that kind of spread out. And when I did my research, Columbia or somewhere around there is kind of like a good centrally located place for everybody or people that's in South Carolina. So I'm trying to figure out something for South Carolina, because I got a lot of fans in South Carolina and North Carolina. So South Carolina and North Carolina, shout out to me. Let me know what's up. But like I said, Las Vegas is a for sure. I had so many people from Las Vegas reach out. Chicago is for sure. So many people from Chicago reached out. And of course, Detroit. And like I said, Charlotte, I kind of need a few more people from Charlotte to reach out. But right now, it's looking like Charlotte is a destination too. Oh yeah, you in Las Vegas. I mean, you in. Well, it don't have to be. The thing is, Amy, I'm saying Columbia as the focal point. Just like a lot of cities, I'm not going to be exactly in the city. I'm going to be near the city. So Columbia, I'm saying in that area, in that ballpark. I'll research the area, but somewhere near Columbia is kind of centrally located to everybody. But yes, Diamond, Vegas is a for sure. I don't know if Diamond, if you in the Army, and I don't like it Army on Facebook, but it's going down in there. It's so many. It's a lot of Vegas people, a lot of Chicago. It's everywhere. Like I said, I didn't even realize I got fans everywhere. I could probably go to 50 cities if I wanted to, but I'm not going to that many. But it's just good to know. Oh yeah, Cleveland. Oh yeah, Cleveland automatic. Cleveland automatic. So that's not even. Cleveland don't even have. I'm for sure. Of course, I got to do Cleveland, so you don't even have to worry. Cleveland, my home. I'm gonna tell you, Cleveland and Atlanta are two automatic places. So Cleveland and Atlanta, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Y'all automatic. Y'all don't got to come out and say nothing. But Vegas is also automatic. And let's see what Mini Me got for us. Look like Mini Me dropping some news for us. Hold on, make sure I ain't missed nothing. Okay, so let's do some quick updates. Former Eminem employee charged with leaking unreleased music. Yeah, I saw this, Mini Me. Joseph Strange, 46, was charged with criminal infringement of copyright and interstate transportation of stolen goods. Fry's ass, stealing other people's work. What is his name? Fabio, I forget Fabio, I know you're talking about. I don't remember how his name's pronounced, but has reportedly been in jail since January after allegedly pointing a pew, pow at a disabled woman. Wow. Let's check and see. That's still processing. Apple and everything still processing. What else we got going on, y'all, as we celebrate 100K? Oh, I got a big meeting. I got a meeting today, too. So I got a meeting coming up, a big meeting. So we're going to be talking. Man, this tour is about to be crazy. Oh, if Jennifer ain't in here today, but if you're not in the And I Don't Like It Army on Facebook, you missing out. We had almost 1,000 people join over the weekend. And we talking about the tour. You get to see where all type of people is from. So go, all you gotta do is go search And I Don't Like It Army. Just how it sounds. And I Don't Like It Army on Facebook. I will accept you, or one of the mods will accept you. Matter of fact, Jennifer is a mod on there, and I think Mini Me is a moderator on my Facebook group for And I Don't Like It. So definitely check it out. It's a great community. Like I said, after celebrating 100K downloads, we damn near, I think we damn near got 1,000 people to join the army over the weekend. So oh yeah, you are. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'll be forgetting. But yeah, so Mini Me is a moderator in the And I Don't Like It Army, and so is Jennifer, and it's just a lot of people. Like, if you didn't quite understand how big this movement is, if you join that army on Facebook, you'll be like, damn, we are killing, we unstoppable, we everywhere. We everywhere. Let's see what we got. What you got, C-Tuck? Oh, yeah, cool. The Browns signed Baker over the weekend. Yes. Thank you for the news, C-Tuck. Hey, C-Tuck, too, just so you know, I think I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to start covering sports. I don't know if it's going to be a whole nother podcast, or will I just add sports? Probably I'll just add a sports segment on my YouTube. But I am going to start covering some more sports. But it's kind of going to be on its own little thing, separate from what we do here. But definitely, and I really want to start when the playoffs start. that's when I want to start my sports coverage. And so look out for that, C Tuck. And thank you for always keep us up to date on what the hell going on with Cleveland sports. And I'll always make an announcement. Okay, Gene went. All right, so it's all good, Diamond. You in the group chat. If you in the group me, hey Diamond, if you in the group me, then you good enough. But it is the Facebook group is a good group. Okay, we got Kingdom. Yeah, I invited Kingdom Fit. They in the Facebook group. Appreciate it. I'm glad you accepted the invitation. Yeah, I remember him. I know Jerome. I know Jerome Baker. See Tuck. I don't like putting people business out there, but this old news. I used to manage an artist out of Cleveland called Piggy, Auntie Piggy. And around that time, Auntie Piggy and Jerome Baker were a thing. And so I know Jerome Baker. He know me. I love Jerome Baker, a good dude too. Baker is a good dude. So if y'all don't know, I had an artist that I was managing called Auntie Piggy, a female artist out of Cleveland. She had got shot. It was a lot of drama. One day I'm going to tell that story of all that, what happened. But she was dating that football player, Baker, when he played for the Miami Dolphins. Okay, Shauna in there. Shauna said she'll keep you posted. She in the group. Yeah, that Facebook group. Y'all know this tour about to be crazy. Kobe got the invite. That's what's up. Oh, yeah. See Tuck already here. I like how C Tuck already here, but he was like, I ain't going to put that information out there unless Flo want to put it out there. Thank you, Mini Me, because I definitely forgot. Let me see. It's actually still loading. It's actually still loading. So give me another reminder in like 5 minutes, Mini Me. It's still uploading. Oh, okay. So check out check out C Tuck's song called Super Smooth. Super Smooth. He got some famous people in his video, and here Show No Filter family. We support everybody that got something going on. Check out C Tuck. Check out C Tuck's new latest music. Oh, I celebrated. Hey, y'all know I'm greedy. I celebrated by just eating good and mapping out the rest of my summer and the rest of this year, because I don't get to do a lot of. See, people don't understand. During the week, I have to do so much with content. I don't really have time to like strategize. And so much of what I do is strategizing. So what I do is I kind of do all my strategizing over the weekends when I don't have to make no new content. And then Monday through Friday, I just focus on content. So to me, celebrating is being able to like really map out the rest of the year for the movement and for, taking full advantage of the blessings that God put in front of me. That's like, that's celebrating to me. Oh, hey, look, hey, Michelle, you better get on top of Jennifer and Mini Me. They the mods, and you pending. Why is Michelle pending? Y'all better look out for Michelle. Michelle says she pending. Somebody got to accept her. Shauna says she said she got you, Diamond. Jennifer, she talking about the group that you the mod for. She talking about the Facebook and I don't like it army. All right, so we gotta make Shauna a moderator, y'all. Jennifer says she apologized. She been saving lives, but she about to add you. But yeah, that's a great group. A lot of people in there talking about different things. We done already had to. I think Jennifer or somebody we done already had to suspend people it's women trying to post raunchy pictures. I don't know if it's because they want me to see them. I don't know what's going on, but we had to do a little policing in the group. People were getting a little excited. I don't know what was all about, but I think we got it under control. A few women in there was kind of like they was trying to be like Diddy. They were trying to be like Diddy. Yeah, I told you. Hey, look. Oh, what you mean? Look. Wow, Flo. You think I might have some stalkers? I would probably take that might out. I'll probably take that might out, but it's all good. They don't mean no harm. They don't mean no harm. They just happy to see me. No big deal. Oh, so Melody, we gotta add Melody to the yeah, they want they sure do. But I gotta I'm about to type, if I type this email address, can y'all send this? Can y'all send Melody? Melody been trying to get in the group me for like the longest. I don't know why is it so hard to get her in there? But we're gonna try to get it right now. So I'm putting her email in the chat. Moxie.mom.e.13. Okay. E.13. Okay, Shauna or Mini Me or whoever got control. Okay, thank you, Mini Me. Yeah, add her to the group me. This is Melody. Yeah, they be going crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Well, that's her email, Shauna. So you could that's her email. So this is her email. Just add her to the group me. It's real easy. That's her email address, and add her to the group me, and then we'd be done with it. But yeah, shout out to the women. Y'all cool. I ain't mad at y'all. But it was some women doing their thing in the and I don't like an army group, Facebook group. That's why I had to get plenty of moderators. So we got to make Shauna a moderator. And anybody else in the crew that think they need to be a moderator, just all you got to do is say the word, and we will hook it up. Let me check on this Mini Me. I'm about to check on the Buzzsprout. Oh, it's all good. So let me load up Apple, Spotify real quick, y'all. Just getting us loaded here on Apple and Spotify. Give me 1 second. Y'all know it don't take me long. Boom, 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 boom. First season, 113. Explicit content. Boom. Save it, update it. Come on, computer. Come on, Wi-Fi. Come on, Wi-Fi. I ain't got time for you today. Here we go with this. Man, I hate when this Wi-Fi be going slow like this. That's my commercials. Those my commercials for the podcast. How you think I got 100,000 downloads in 4 months? Let me That's my I love music. That's my marketing strategy. That's the best way. That's the best way to promote is with music. All right, but Buzzsprout, Apple, and Spotify is officially live. Oh yeah, that's why I told y'all. I'm scared to go on this tour. I'm gonna have security, but hey, look, they ain't gonna be doing me like Michael Jackson. They gonna be ripping my arm off. Hey, they ain't about to be ripping my arm off and my headbands off. I'm gonna make sure I got some good security because sometimes people could be a little aggressive. But I'm looking forward to it. Jennifer's doing a great job. Let's give Jennifer her flowers. Jennifer's doing a great job of moderating the group. Let me tell y'all, before the 100K downloads, there was like 100 people in the And I Don't Like It army. I wasn't really promoting it. It was just a little army that I started when everybody thought I was dead, when I didn't post in a couple days, and all my followers got all worried, or like all my main supporters. So I decided to make that group. So if I wanted to send a message to my group people who support me, I made that little army. But then when we announced 100,000 downloads on the podcast, And I Don't Like It army went crazy, and we damn near got like 800 people over the weekend. And so it's getting kind of crazy in the And I Don't Like It army group, and I like it. Yep, there you go, Michelle. It's all, hey, look, I wrote a song about you. Well, actually, Luther Vandross wrote a song about you, but I'm a lip sing it. Thank you for adding Melody. Melody been trying to. I think I missed Amy's message. Amy said something that I wanted to post. Oh shit, I missed this. I'm glad I went back. It's Mini Me's birthday week, y'all. It's Mini Me's birthday week. We all got to represent for Mini Me this birthday week. Appreciate that, Amy. Amy said she got me, period. But yeah, it's her birthday week. Oh, Shauna said, thank you, Shauna. Shauna said, I ain't mad at you. You know, you fine too. I'm a married woman, but I got eyes down there. Shauna, you crazy. Thank you, Shauna. That's why I need all y'all to be representing. That's why I need all y'all representing coming to these dates, because I'm gonna have security, but I need the flow security. I need the security of the people, because I don't want nobody to get harmed. But I got a feeling this tour is gonna be crazy, because we got fans everywhere, y'all. We have fans everywhere. And we got so many different groups. We got the Just Flow fans. We got the And I Don't Like It fans. And we got the Flow Show No Filter fans. Like, we got 3 different entities that are all becoming huge brands on their own, which is crazy. Like, And I Don't Like It has its own movement. The Flow Show No Filter has its own movement. Me, myself, Flow Daddy Flow I got my own movement. So when you combine all 3 of these movements into one, motherfuckers gonna be famous. That's all I'm gonna say. So I appreciate y'all. I know y'all gonna have my back. We gonna turn up for Mona this week. What day is your birthday, Mona? So we can turn up. I might pop out a little bit extra time for Mona's B-Day. He is turning pink, y'all. Amy, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny, but yeah, I did not know. It's kind of like the podcast. I had no clue I would get 100,000 downloads that fast. I was prepared in my mind to grind out this podcast for a couple years and let it take off then, and boom. And so that's kind of what I'm finding out about this tour. I'm always so humble in my mind and downplaying things. But I'm gonna have to keep it real, y'all. It's a lot of fans out there, and this tour is about to be crazy, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be groundbreaking because it's gonna be not like nobody else's podcast tour. My podcast is gonna be like a family reunion. I'm gonna do this right in front of you. We're gonna do an episode. We're gonna do a live episode. We're gonna do Q&A. Y'all can ask questions. We're gonna do a meet and greet. But of course, you know I'm gonna do the Carrie Floki. You know I'm gonna do the Carrie Floki on the tour. You know I'm singing classics. I'm performing classics. And since everybody love my videos so much, every stop I go to, I think I'm gonna pick one woman who want to have one slow dance, and we're gonna do a nice little classy slow dance to a classic song as I perform it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that at every stop. So when I come to Boston, me and Mona gonna have to slow dance in Boston. Because I'd rather do it with people I know if I can. I don't want nobody ripping my head off. But me and Mona when I go to Boston, me and Mona gonna slow dance to one song at the event. But yeah, it's just gonna be like family reunion, kick it vibes, you know, good music, everybody talking, fun time, fun. That's gonna be my part. That's gonna be my live tour. It's gonna be the most fun anybody ever had, and I'm bringing back all the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I'm bringing all the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. I'm bringing those vibes back. It's going to make us feel like we kicking it in the 90s again. That's my vision for this podcast, Flow Show No Filter live tour. So every city we're going to come to, we're going to have the most fun that everybody had in a long time. So Mini-Me says she got me. So yeah, when I go to Boston, I already know who I'm dancing with in Boston. It's Mona, aka Mini-Me. Hey, look, Amy said the fights will be out of control if you do that. I am gonna do it. I gotta have. Hey, Shauna said a slow dance with a lady. We definitely need security. Oh yeah, I would definitely have security though, y'all. Do y'all think I can come to any of these cities without security? I'm not going nowhere without no security. Ain't no way. Okay, shout out to Mona's oldest brother. Happy birthday, Mini-Me's oldest brother. You're gonna have these women out here paying. Hey, we're gonna have a good time, Diamond. We're gonna be playing that good music. We're gonna let that Luther Vandross play. A chair is not a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But hey, we gonna be kicking it. I can't wait. I'm excited. I got some big meetings. I'm reaching out to the Griot or whatever the name of that place is. I will be reaching out to them this evening, getting that locked in. So Detroit, here I come. I hope you're ready, Detroit. Oh, okay. Hold on. Who said they used to do security? Hold on. Let me go back up. Okay. Okay, Kingdom. Kingdom said, I used to do security back in the day. I got you in the shop, bro. Okay, because you know I'm definitely coming to Chicago, and I got team because I need official security, which I gotta pay for, which will be paid for through the tour and all that. But I need home team security in every city because I know I can trust y'all. Because sometimes I don't even know if I can trust paid security, but I can trust my Flow Show No Filter people. So Kingdom, when I come to Chicago, you got all access, and I know you got my back. Okay, so I got my dance partner in Phoenix. I got you, Genuine. So Phoenix, the only surprise gonna be what song that I choose, but it's gonna be a good time. But I think y'all know I'm pretty like good at kind of predicting stuff, but I think the slow dance is going to be one of the highlights of the tour, only because people don't slow dance no more. A lot of times people don't slow dance no more. They don't go like back in the day. Remember, we used to slow dance when we went out. Like then it became like nobody slow dance. It's just all bumping, grinding, fast, whatever. So, like I told you, this tour, I want this tour to remind us of the 80s and 90s. And if you wasn't around in the 80s and 90s, I wanted this tour to show you how we kicked it in the 80s and 90s. And so that's what I'm excited about. So Genuine, I'm ready. I'm ready when you're ready. When I get to Phoenix, good to know I already got my dance partner. Oh, perfect. Hey, look, car show for Cleveland. We coming during car show season. So everybody gonna have some fly shit on the road. Oh yeah, we gonna have, man. I told you I'm excited about this tour, y'all. I'm excited about this tour. Uh-oh. Look who made it to work, y'all. And they early. Shout out to Angela. Oh, I uploaded it, Mini Me. Thanks. I uploaded it. I told you when I went back, I said, uh-oh, it's ready to go. I uploaded it and we all ready to go. But appreciate you, Mini Me. And I like it. Me too. So yeah, this tour is about to be awesome. I will have even more information for y'all tomorrow. I'm reaching out to Griot today to get everything kind of locked in. That will be our first date. But to be honest, I think it's going to be about probably at least 20 cities, at least. It's probably at least going to be 20 cities. Because just off the top of my head, cities that I know that I pretty much probably going to have to go to is Detroit, Cleveland, Columbus, maybe Dayton, Chicago, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, New York, New Jersey. But I might could do New York and New Jersey in one. Florida, so we got Miami, we got Tampa, we got Atlanta, we got Charlotte, we got Greenville, we got Houston, Dallas. And that's just off the top of my head. Those are cities that I know I got a hell of people and I got to go to. But it's so many more than that. Now, this is about to be crazy. Hey, we're missing a like on the video. Hey, y'all, we're missing a like. Stop the presses. I need everybody to like this. Like this video. Share this video. This is the best podcast out of anybody podcasting. It's the Flow Show No Filter. And if any podcaster disagree, tell them to bring their ass on or let me come to their show. And we are going to see who the best podcast. You got to have them type of podcasts where people, listen, my podcast, my community, we so locked in, they don't never want me to shut up. I feel like if I was on this bitch talking for 7 hours, we would all be in this bitch still laughing and joking. That's when you know you got a good community and a good podcast. What's 12? What is 12? What's 12? Oh, 12 cities. What do 12 mean? But yeah, let's come on, y'all. Let's like it, share it. But y'all, we have found Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Put a 12 if you like the video. Okay, if you ain't liked it, then you don't need to be putting no 12. Let's get to liking it. We are the #1 podcast, but if y'all don't realize, if we did 100,000 downloads in 4 months, imagine where we will be at a year from now, 2 years from now. But by the end of this year, we're going to be a household name in the podcast world. I'm going to tell you that now. And anybody who think they don't, and guess what? Hold on. Let me tell you something else about that. Hey, look. All the likes is in there now. Thank you. Hey, look, one thing about it, we did 100,000 downloads. No famous interviews, no famous cosign, no help from nobody, no nothing, no even no sponsors, no big sponsor money, no promotion. And we did 100,000 downloads with nothing but me, green screen, and a microphone. And see, that's where I'm kicking the ass a lot of these podcasters, because guess what? I'm one of the few podcasters that, oh yeah, I will do interviews. We will get big interviews as we get bigger and move on. But right now, I'm just concerned with me and my community. And I'm one of the only podcasters that don't even need a fucking I don't need a damn guest. Just give me the microphone. I got us. I don't need no famous people. I don't need none of that. I just need me and my community, and we rocking out. And that's the biggest and most important part of the whole thing. We got 100,000 downloads without no cosigns, without no interviews, without no help. Just good info, good spirit, and good people coming together. That's most of the time people feel like that can't win, and we proving them wrong. You don't have to be messy and toxic and causing division to be successful. Ain't no division caused on this podcast. We just talking real facts about what's really going on and loving each other. This whole movement has been led with love. And that's the difference. I've been telling my followers and supporters that I love them from day one. And it ain't stopped. I'm always let them know. Even when I have to tell them some shit I don't want to say, I still love everybody who support this movement. Every single last one of y'all. Even if I don't like some shit y'all say sometimes. Because I look at it like this. I'm sure y'all don't like some shit I say sometimes. That's family. That's real family. We don't fall out because I'm mad at you for something you said, or you mad at me because of something I said. We don't fall out. We acknowledge it and we keep it moving. And we're going to keep doing it. So imagine by the end of this year where we're going to be at as a community. So let's just keep pushing. Let's keep that security up. Hey, all you got to do is Google me, Andy. Just Google me. You could Google my name and you'll find out more than I could even tell you about who I am. Just Google my name. Yep, 1 million is next. We coming for Rogan ass. We coming for Rogan. We coming for Club Shay Shay. We coming for Tucker Carlson. Whoever the top dogs in this podcast world, we coming for them. See, because I'm the first podcaster that I don't even need no guests to get my numbers. I ain't had one guest. And we tearing their ass up. I am the talent. I interview my own self. See? Check this out. Amy said, I got a shirtless host bringing a woman making trucks in Detroit. to a hairdresser who farms in South Carolina, to another young lady who has a 3-year-old who's getting in a mullet championship. He's going for the 3-year-old going for the mullet championship, and he'll be wearing Flow Show gear, representing the Flow Show. Flow Show about to win a mullet competition from a 3-year-old. It's not a more diverse group online. You're not going to find a podcast with a more diverse, more loving group than you're going to find right here. You're not. You're not. You're not going to find one. And I'm proud to say that. Because it ain't about none of that here. We don't give a damn who you are, what you got, or what you don't got. If you rocking with us and you genuine, you in. You ain't got to be perfect. All you got to be is real. And that is what my motto is on everything I approach. And that's just my winning formula. I don't have to be perfect. All I have to be is real. See, I don't have to be a perfect podcaster. All I have to be is the most real podcaster. I don't have to be a perfect content creator. I just have to be the realest realest content creator. So my goal is never to be perfect. My goal is never to be the just no flaw. That's not my goal. Never. My goal is always to be the most authentic in whatever I do. And that is the secret. See, while they're trying to be better than me, I'm just trying to be more organic, more authentic than them. And so while they're competing and trying to find perfection and trying to be perfect, they losing to me because I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not wasting energy trying to be perfect. Perfect is unattainable. But you could be real. You could be organic. You could be yourself. And ain't nothing more. There's no more valuable commodity that you can bring than being yourself. Because it's supply and demand. And there's billions of motherfuckers on this planet, but it's only one of you. So if you know how supply and demand work, if it's a billion, but it's only one of you, how valuable is that? And so I want to just let y'all know that is the key. Don't try to be perfect. Just be you. In whatever you do. See, all this time, we get so caught up in trying to be the best and trying to be perfect and trying to win over everybody. When you could simplify that whole thing and just literally be who you are, and the world will meet you halfway. And that's what I do. And I'm going to continue to do it. And as I continue to do it, my competition, they don't know why they losing to me when it seems like I'm not even trying. But really, I'm trying like a motherfucker. But my try is just focused on being organic, focused on being genuine, focused on being real, whether that's what people want to hear or it's some shit they don't want to hear. I can't get caught up in that. All I could do is give you who I am. And that's the key. So I just want to let y'all know, y'all, look, don't let nobody tell you can't do shit. Don't let nobody talk shit. Keep pushing and stick to your plan. And if you do that, we're going to have some fun this summer. So Mona, have an amazing day. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to Mona before she get out of here. She had a message for everybody. I want to put it on the big board. Mini Mona says, have a blessed day and a blessed start to the week, fam. She's getting her hair done, and she is out. Okay, Mona. Shauna said, I'm gonna have these women's rooms sounding like barbershops. Amy. Y'all know Amy get diabolical, but y'all know what she talking about. Amy, y'all know what that barbershop noise is. Shauna said, have an amazing day, Mona. Jennifer say, later, Mona, get the party started for your B-Day. Yeah, get that hair popping. Michelle said, have a great day. It's just a good day, y'all. Ain't it? It's a good Monday. We got more news coming in. I got a big meeting today. Got a couple meetings, but I got two big meetings. One really big meeting. Another meeting is, we'll see. But I'll probably have some more news for y'all tomorrow concerning the tour. And, of course, Diddy. We're going to keep that going. Clutches my pearls. Amy is on one today, y'all. Thank you, Angela. I will have Angela say have a great day. I sure will. I sure will. I sure will. Everybody, have a good one yourself. Looks like we got all the likes. Everybody's accounted for. Let's see if we got one more thing that I forgot to mention. Definitely join the group. Join the And I Don't Like It Army on Facebook, please. It's a good group, and we on there getting everything together, getting the tour together. Right now, main thing is we getting everything together for this tour. I think I'm even going to end up in Sydney, Australia. I have a hell of a following in Australia. I got a hell of a following in the UK. So I don't know if any of y'all are able to go like out of the country, but on one of those out of the country events, of course, we'll know way ahead, but I'm definitely going to the UK. And I'll probably end up going to Australia too. So anybody that might want to go overseas, I'll let y'all know. But I think the Browns play in London. The Browns play in London. And when I find out when the Browns play in London this year, I'm going to coordinate a tour stop in London. So I'm gonna try to go to London when my Browns play when they play in London. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. But Flow Show No Filter will be going out of the country, and two places for sure will be Australia and the UK. I got so many fans, like a lot of fans in Australia and in UK. So you added me to it. Oh, okay, y'all talking about something else. But yeah, so look, we got the next big thing is the tour, y'all. Like this is what we're gonna gear up for. We're gonna hustle. This tour is gonna be the thing that it's gonna be groundbreaking. It's gonna be like no other podcast live tour. It's not even gonna be nothing you can compare it to. So just like everything else we do, we're gonna kick ass and take names and do our thing. Oh yeah, of course. You know I got merchandise, Michelle. You know I'm gonna have merchandise. You know I'm gonna have tour. You know I'm gonna have tour merch. That's 100%. I'm already designing the tour merch. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we won't know until. That's why I said when I find out, that's when I'm gonna let everybody know. We won't know until they release the schedule. I just know we plan. I just know the Browns are playing in London. like I said, but like you said, see, we don't know yet. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. We definitely gonna have the backdrop, all of that. And see, so y'all know, definitely give me all the ideas, but y'all know the reason why I kind of know about the merch and the touring. You remember, I was an artist and I went on tours and I did all of this. And normally I'd set up everything myself, even when I was a kid. So I got a lot of experience in touring and merch and all of that. So I basically do everything that we did in music. Like we went on tour, we had merch, we had the backdrops, we had promo items, all of that. So I kind of just take what I learned in music as far as promoting and marketing, and I use it in the podcast world. So definitely, Jennifer, we're gonna have the backdrop, we're gonna have the merchandise, all the tour merch. That's a lot of this stuff that we talking about is what I got meetings for today with people. Okay, cool. Shauna said she could set it up. Yep, that's a good idea. I love that idea. Shauna said she'll be able to set it up. I appreciate that. And that's a good idea, Michelle, to have people sign yeah, to have it like yeah, you know I'm gonna have that see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a lot of stuff that we did in like the 80s and 90s that we're gonna do on this tour that a lot of people don't do. Like they don't even have like the little things you can sign for autographs, the little picture that they used to have on tours and stuff like that. We bringing all that back. We bringing all that back. So yeah, y'all, we going. I'm gonna get ready to get myself together. I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always. 100K celebration. We celebrated all weekend. We celebrated today, and we're gonna continue to celebrate. Headband dropping Friday. We be right back today. You know, Flow Show No Filter is every day, Monday through Friday. And if you want to join us live for the Flow Show No Filter, join us at 7:30 Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, oh yeah, we're gonna have the all access flow passes for sure. You already know. As always, I love y'all, and I'm out.